Been so many people, so many like influencers, and even people that just regular people that like friends and stuff. A lot of girls have been coming out as gay, but I think it's a trend right now. And this is the argument I wanted to make. I think people are just doing it to do it.
This is the Weather Channel.
Girls Like Girls podcast.
This is the Girls Like Girls podcast. I'm Leslie, aka the Leslie Martinez.
And I am JRL the Realist.
Today is one of those days.
Today is one of those days. Today is that day.
It is that damn day. And we're here. And we are ready. We're going to talk about some good topics, interesting topics, entertaining topics.
Some questionable
topics. That's how we come in today. Good background. Let's get it.
That's right.
All right.
It's been a while, huh? Since it's just been you and me.
Yes, it has. But it's always good to bring it back.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So let's get to it then. Shit.
All right. So look. Listen up. You guys, listen up. I feel like this is a therapy. I have to undo these. All right. I feel like recently there's been so many people, so many like influencers, and even people that just regular people that like friends and stuff. A lot of girls have been coming out as gay, but I think it's a trend right now. And this is the argument I wanted to make. I think people are just doing it to do it, because if you, let's say there's an influencer, she's straight, and she dates a girl, and she posted that girl on social media. It's going to go viral no matter what. Especially if, they're hashtagging the right things. But it's not because of that. It's because being gay is a trend right now. Come on. I feel like, why is that going around?
Okay, do you think this is... Hold on, let me fix my shit real quick, because I'm trying to lean in. I'm fucking it up over here.
Don't static.
Okay, all right, right there. That's good. Now, are you saying this in a good way or a bad way?
Okay, so I'm kind of... Damn. I think it's not good that real gay people are getting strung, getting just... How do I say it? Tossed around by really, straight girls. Mm-hmm. Because I don't think that's right. But I feel like the straight girls are doing it for clout. And, I'm not saying I'm mad about it. I don't give a fuck what you do. But I'm just saying I'm realizing that there is a thing about it. And it's a fucking trend. And the example I wanted to use was the Malu and Stacy thing. But you're not aware.
No. Who the fuck is that for, the seventh time?
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna shorten it up really quick. And I'm not even a fucking expert. I'm just a fucking consumer of that relationship I saw. So
I be on TikTok and shit, but I don't be on TikTok. You don't come across that. I be on TikTok, but I don't be on TikTok.
I feel you. So Malu is this singer, right? Or rap. I don't know what she is. She's an artist, musician.
Okay.
She's big. And then there's this girl, Stacy, who's an influencer. She does makeup and stuff.
Okay.
So they're both big on TikTok. Malu's bigger though, and Malu's really gay. She really fucks with girls like that.
Okay.
She shot her shot at Stacy, and Stacy was for it, but she had made a video stating that she was straight and she doesn't like girls or anything. So then you ask the question, okay, why'd you entertain it, and why were you posting all of that? Because you knew it was gonna get likes and it was gonna do numbers, because being gay is a fucking trend. Facts.
Facts. I mean,
I just
sealed the fucking deal. But okay, so I have so many questions, right? You bring this up and I have so many questions, and it's
wait, can I say one more thing? I just want to say one more thing.
Say it.
It would have been more respectable if the girl was I'm curious. Okay. Or she was I'm open to seeing what this is about. But I've never done this before.
Right. Okay.
You know, that's
yeah,
like,
for
why
sure.
don't
I
you
can
say
respect
that?
too. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like we're in 2023. I'm gonna start speaking into the future now.
Okay.
So, like, this is actually a really great topic because obviously I'm not so aware, right? But I was just having a conversation with my dad the other day, and he was talking about normalization.
Okay.
Like, things that were out of the norm back in the day are now normal. Like being gay. Being gay in the 70s and 80s was like, oh, you have AIDS.
You're right.
That was like, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, now it's like, okay, like everyone's gay.
I think a lot of people are. I still don't think it's so normalized, though. I think people are more comfortable, for sure. But there's still those looks that are like, you're still gonna get looked at different.
Right, for sure. I mean, I think that's never gonna change, right? Because there's gonna be people that are so close-minded about certain things. But I don't know. I just feel like we are now in a fucking era where getting fame and getting clout is a fucking normal thing.
Yeah.
Like, for all the wrong reasons. I feel like the majority of social media, it's like the news. Half of that shit is...
Most of it is negative. 90% of it, of social media,
And
is negative.
It's really just depends on what you consume, right? But
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, like that to me, I understand. I stand with you on that. It would have been more respectable if she was
Just
like
open,
honest
maybe
about it, not be like, oh, I'm just doing it for the money or for whatever the fuck reason.
But she couldn't even say that because, regardless, she didn't want to date a girl. She didn't want to be with a girl. So it's like, bro, I don't know.
I mean, see, at that point, you're just fucking with somebody's emotions, despite
That's where I'm getting
whether it's a straight, gay, any kind of relationship. Anybody that does that to another person, like, you need some love. You need some real love. I mean, there's a lot of things I can say, but I feel like the nicest and most realest thing is like someone that
the realest
just goes around breaking people's hearts or like fucking tearing them apart. Like, you need love.
Do better.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
It's bad. Like, like the reason why I brought that up, because it's like, it's fucking crazy to me how we're normalizing so many things.
Normalizing, you know what's normal?
What's
and
normal?
It's sad. The freaking shootings. It's like she was telling me, oh, a shooting happened here, and I'm like, oh, yeah, like what about this one, this one? Like, that shit is like, well, duh, like, who's...
Yeah, like, oh, that for real? Like, that's...
Yeah, another one?
Yeah.
Another tally, like your tally mark
Like
yesterday.
from last night. You know, like...
And that's so freaking sad.
It's so fucking sad.
Or it's like a sex trafficker or a pedophile, like Balenciaga, like, okay, like, but are we that surprised?
We're not. That's the fucking sad part, is that we're not surprised. We've literally have accepted this thing. But yet we still don't understand how we even got here. Like, how in the fuck, after how many years Balenciaga's been a fucking brand, and we're just like, but yet everybody knew. Everyone's saying everybody knew about this shit this whole time.
Shit, I feel like I didn't know that.
I mean,
I'm not surprised, but I don't think I knew.
I'm telling you, the world needs more love. That's the answer.
The answer to everything.
To everything.
It is.
To absolutely everything in life. But you see, like, it took me this long to figure that out. Can you imagine there's people 10 years older than me that haven't even figured that out? And there's probably people now, since the world's so advanced, there's probably kids 10 years, 15 years younger than me that know that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I want to ask you because it just finished. So if I don't ask you now, I'm going to forget about it.
All right.
Would you be down to smoke Snoop Dogg?
I would I am not saying no to smoking with Snoop Dogg, but it would be so bold of me to be like, and I'm gonna hang. Like, no, the fuck, I'm not.
I don't think anybody can hang with Snoop.
Except Snoop. Maybe Wiz Khalifa.
But Wiz even says that motherfucker smokes a lot.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah.
They,
But I don't know, Wiz.
but like Wiz Khalifa, like he like works out and like
Yeah.
he be in like doing kickboxing. I don't think he does like kickboxing high.
You don't think so? That shit probably helps him focus even more.
I mean, a lot of athletes do smoke before their games. There was a football player, a really famous football player, and he always smoked before the games, and he's like, I don't feel anything when he hits.
He gets hit or hits?
Because he was like a defensive player.
Yo, Michael Phelps is the world's greatest swimmer, and he smokes.
That too.
Like, can you imagine, like, the amount of smoke that goes into that man's lung? Have you seen him? He's a pretty tall dude.
Yeah.
So it's like, you imagine, like, it's like that. It's like a muscle, right? You work it out, it gets bigger, like, it gets stronger. That's all.
Is that
he
how the
worked out
lungs
was his
work?
lungs, huh?
That's how the lungs work.
Yeah, your lungs get stronger the more like healthy oxygen you put in your body.
Oh, but the smoke isn't good.
The what?
The smoke isn't good though.
I know, but think about like, I mean, this is already getting into like real medical shit, but like, he holds his breath for a living.
Yes. Yeah.
So he knows how to control like every single breath. Like, I don't know.
Right.
That shit's crazy.
He probably be getting high.
He probably gets a different kind of high. That shit, I never even thought of that.
Just keeps that shit in for a whole
Start
6
swimming.
minutes.
Get into the swimming club and shit.
He could
we
just
ready.
hit it. He could just hit it and then swim to the other
through
side.
it. Yeah,
and
that's
be high
just-
as fuck coming out.
That's crazy. Shout out to all the swimmers in the world.
Let us
Y'all
know.
got the good lungs.
Good lungs to smoke some weed.
That's funny.
All right, let me get into a topic.
Okay.
All right, you guys seen? Let's go. Oh, here we go. Talking about social media. Things that are going viral, like the Femme Icks, Stud Icks. I want to tell my Icks. I only have 2 because it was pretty hard to come up with something, to be honest.
Stop claiming you're gay for a trend. That's my ick for the day.
Okay. 1 ick. Royal.
We have a special guest in the house that
She's my
happened
ick.
to arrive very unexpectedly. Okay, here we go. Kisses. Oh. That's okay. If she can just sit, that'd be great.
She won't. That's her problem. When a girl says, "Oh, I don't like girls, but I like you." Ick. I'm a girl. How you gonna say I don't like girls, but I like you? What the fuck am I? Like, clearly I'm a girl, so
You're
bitch, you like girls. You don't gotta say like you're gay. You can say whatever you want, but you like girls. To me, you're bisexual. Right?
That's pretty right. I mean, there's no
Do
disagreeing
you
to
agree?
that. But, I mean, why is it such a ick?
Because it's just like, be honest. Like, that just doesn't make sense as the sentence. Like, who cares who it's coming from? The sentence doesn't make sense. What?
I'm trying to make you understand that it doesn't make sense.
I don't like girls, but I like you, who is a girl.
What's their at? Let's just put them on blast real quick.
No one.
No, I'm just kidding.
Saying. Like, you've never had someone tell you that before?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's typically a straight girl.
But she wouldn't be straight if she likes a girl. Come on.
Get with the fucking program.
Tally.
I really don't know what you want me to say to this.
I want to know if you agree. Like,
I do and I don't.
why?
Because I think it's because it wouldn't be an ick to me.
Okay.
But I totally get where you're coming from. I mean, why?
But okay, forget the ick.
I feel like you're late. I feel like that person is just like categorizing shit. But it's like, why am I even a category? You get what I'm saying or no? Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. Like you just said, right? Hold on. You're making me sound like I'm crazy. Alright, we're just going to delete that.
No.
It's like, okay, like you said, but I'm a girl.
Yeah.
But you like me, but you're not gay.
Right.
Right? All of that's a fucking category to me.
No, not gay. She's because it gets too into it. Like, not gay, just girls. I don't like girls, but I like you. Because if you're saying I'm gay, like, then that's putting a label on it. I'm not trying to put a label on it.
Okay, so then, I mean, what the fuck are you then? You're saying, okay, just because you're human or because you're a girl? I'm trying to understand that. What the fuck?
Never mind.
No.
Fuck the ick.
Fuck the ick. Fuck that ick.
It's not an ick anymore. I'm okay now. It's just like an ick. Like, it was, I don't know. It's just like, bro.
They're like basically being in denial is what you're saying?
Yeah, like, I mean, no. Like, you're just annoying. Just say you're annoying. I have another ick.
Say it.
When girls are overly aggressive.
For sure.
And let me be clear.
I can agree with that.
Let me be clear. I like assertive. Don't confuse assertive with overly aggressive. Overly aggressive is like, you overly aggressive. Like, you just do too much. Like,
That Starburst hitting.
I had to stop and relax.
She said, fucking chewing that motherfucker up. Okay, so I've actually been seeing this a lot on TikTok. A lot of like studs and you know your mask side of the lesbian community have been saying like, oh, I just want to be friends with people who aren't trying to fucking fight me or think I want to take their girl.
Yeah, we talked about that one time.
Yeah, and I think it's starting to pop up more. And I feel like
You watch it for 30 seconds and it's all over your shit.
fucking ridiculous, but I don't know. Do you think that's like a lack of confidence in a person? You think they
100%.
see you and they're like, damn, they're more confident than me? Because I feel like ultimately that's what it comes down to, right? Because if you're a confident person, first and foremost, you wouldn't think we're in competition in any kind of way. So you wouldn't look at me in a defensive way. Right?
Yeah, I think a confident person also realizes that, but doesn't fall into that trap to be in competition.
Right.
Like, a confident person is like, oh, I see that, and I'm going to still be nice to you, and I'm going to still be cool with you. But they understand that.
Right.
But the person who isn't confident, like, I think they're insecure. For sure.
But then they need some love. So what are you going to do? You going to go against the
saying.
wave, or are you just going to flow with it?
You give that love. As a confident person and as someone who wants to do good, you still provide them with that same love.
I'm saying.
And you hope they get better.
So can we stop being so aggressive?
So can we do better?
Friends? No, you know what though? There's a lot of people out there with different kind of intentions.
People don't want to get better.
People don't know how to respect. I think that's like the biggest thing. I feel like all these little young ass kids. And yes, that's a direct message. If you young and disrespectful, like, you stupid. Straight up.
Agreed.
You know, I feel like that's the number one key in life is respect. And I feel like it's very easily misinterpreted or like mistaken by like, well, I ain't gonna respect you till you respect me.
Okay, we can get into that because,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do think, this is what I think. I think you should treat people nicely. Treat people the way you want to be treated. But sorry, you can't just get my respect with nothing. It does have to be earned, I think.
What do you mean by that, though? Earn.
If I have a list, I have a resume of things that, like, okay, I have a resume of, like, accomplishments, let's say. And I do, to a certain extent. If I see that someone has that too, or is working towards that, I can understand that they've, like, probably put in the same work that I've put in. I can respect that. But if someone doesn't have that resume, doesn't have that, and let's say they try to give me, like, advice or something, I can't respect that. I don't respect you. You haven't been through, some of the shit that I've been through, or I put in that work to get.
Okay.
If that makes sense. But
it does.
will I be nice to them, and will I treat them how I want to be treated? Yes, I will. I'm not going to disrespect.
Right. I mean, you're basing it more on a credibility
Kind of.
status.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. That's important to you.
But
see, that's what you see as respect.
Well, you're also just your morals and your personality.
Okay.
Like, that also plays a part. If you're an asshole but you're credible, I'm not going to like you. Will I respect your work, though? Yeah. But do I respect you as a person? No.
Okay, so let's just say I'm throwing out there Conor McGregor, right? You know him?
Yes.
The UFC fighter.
Yes.
So, like, that's what you're saying, right?
I respect his work.
Like, he's a very arrogant person, but he respects his work.
Mm-hmm. Like, do I respect him? I don't know him, but let's say he was an asshole, like, I wouldn't respect him as a man. Like, I wouldn't respect you as a human.
Okay, so okay. Let's tap into this. I
But am I gonna go in the ring with you? No, because I respect you.
Okay. See, I'm like that about I used to have that same mindset. You ready?
Yeah. I'm always ready to learn.
For Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say I hated him.
He's
because
a good example.
I never hated him. Because I always respected the fucking work he would put on the court.
Mm-hmm. Have to.
But that same work was like, you're cocky. I always thought of him as a cocky person.
Okay.
And he wasn't he?
He was,
like,
yeah. You're right.
But it's like the person he was, even off the court, sometimes he was a dick like that. Like, he was, like, very stern about, but he was, like, the sweetest guy. But, like, when it came to his work, like, him being a person, like, his morals, he did not fuck around, right? He was, like, I kind of find that, I can't really say arrogant, because arrogant would be, like, a Conor McGregor, but I feel like he was very cocky.
He's a good example.
When he died, I was like, damn, like, that's crazy. Like,
Well, could you say you love to hate him? A lot of people love to hate Kobe. And when he passed, I see everybody switch up.
Nah, you see, like, I still stand on my, but it's like the amount of work he fucking like the legend that he left behind. So, was like, the legacy, I'm sorry.
You respect him as a basketball player.
No, and as a person, because I feel like after everyone starts to see, like, the real person he is, Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, like, did you ever see the video of him when he knew Gasol was gonna fucking pick a screen on him? And he
At practice, or?
He ran, no, it was when they was USA versus, I think it was Spain. Was it Spain? Who did Gasol play for?
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty sure.
He fucking ran through his chest like that shit was the most disrespectful thing. And they were teammates. Mm-hmm. Because they both played for the Lakers at that time. But because he was on a different team, like, what do you...
Yeah, that's right. I would do the same shit.
Would
playing.
You?
We're playing.
You fucking run through me like that? I'd be hurt.
But it's the game.
Okay, see, I can respect it. I can respect it.
Don't...
I was just trying to see if you switch up real quick.
Okay.
But
playing...
No, I respect that, for sure.
Yeah, like, playing is... I mean, he was
a
Black
dog.
Mamba. He was Black Mamba when he was playing. He was his alter ego.
For sure. I respect that. Shout out Kobe.
Shout out Kobe.
Even though I never met him.
Why are the great people we're talking about, why are they not here right now on
I'm
Earth?
telling you, it gotta mean something, right? I feel like they know they speaking on this truth shit, and people don't like to hear that. So I think that's really why people die. Like when you hit a certain level of wisdom in your life.
It makes sense if we are supposed to wake up on purpose, right? If we're supposed to wake up on purpose and have that purpose every day,
right?
Well, when is our time? God wouldn't wake us up.
Or maybe you will wake up, but you'll go to sleep later on that day.
Yeah, for that.
Wait, I want to ask you because it just finished. So if I don't ask you now, I'm gonna forget about it.
All right.
Would you be down to smoke Snoop Dogg?
I would I am not saying no to smoking with Snoop Dogg, but it would be so bold of me to be like, and I'm gonna hang. Like, no, the fuck, I'm not.
I don't think anybody can hang with Snoop.
Except Snoop. Maybe Wiz Khalifa.
But Wiz even says that motherfucker smokes a lot.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah.
But
I don't know, Wiz.
But like Wiz Khalifa, like he like works out and like
yeah,
he be in like doing kickboxing. I don't think he does like kickboxing high.
You don't think so? That shit probably helps him focus even more.
I mean, a lot of athletes do smoke before their games. There was a football player, a really famous football player, and he always smoked before the games, and he's like, I don't feel anything when he hits.
He gets hit or hits?
Because he was like a defensive player.
Yo, Michael Phelps is the world's greatest swimmer, and he smokes.
That too.
Like, can you imagine like the amount of smoke that goes into that man's lung? Have you seen him? He's a pretty tall dude.
Yeah.
So it's like, you imagine like it's like a muscle, right? You work it out, it gets bigger, it gets stronger. That's all. Is that how the lungs work? His lungs, huh?
That's how the lungs work.
Yeah, your lungs get stronger the more like healthy oxygen you put in your body.
Oh, but the smoke isn't good.
The what?
The smoke isn't good though.
I know, but think about like, I mean, this is already getting into like real medical shit, but like, he holds his breath for a living.
Yes. Yeah.
So he knows how to control like every single breath. Like, I don't know. Right. That shit's crazy.
He probably be getting high.
He probably gets a different kind of high. That shit, I never even thought of that.
Just keeps that shit in for a whole start 6
swimming.
minutes.
Get into the swimming club and shit.
We ready? He could just hit it and then swim through the other side. Yeah, and that's high as fuck coming up.
That's crazy. Shout out to all the swimmers in the world.
Let us know.
Y'all got the good lungs.
Good lungs to smoke some weed.
That's funny. I want to talk about how do you feel? Because I'm still kind of shook about this whole Twitch thing.
Yeah. Okay, so the whole Twitch thing is like, me personally, I know him through the Ellen show. He was the DJ, right?
DJ, yeah.
And I remember like when I did watch Ellen, I remember it would always like go to him. The camera would go to him, and he would just like start dancing.
Yeah.
And everyone would hype him up, and everyone was like, "Oh, that shit's tight." And I remember me and my brother being like, "Oh, he's a good dancer," and we would like try to mimic him, and like do shit like that. So that's how I know of him. And to see someone that's so happy all the time, like I know you talked about it and you touched on it already, but to think someone's always happy is like, you don't ever know. And it goes back to love, like we said.
Like, that shit, it blows my mind, like, in so many ways. Like,
what's like your take on it? How do you feel about it?
Like, that's why I fucking hate social media, and I just try to stay away from that shit. Like,
why?
Everyone was saying, like, I don't know, he had invested all his money in some shit, and I guess, I don't know, the CEO of that certain stock disappeared. Like, there's literally no trace of this fucking guy. And he took everybody's money. Like, so many people lost out on so much money, and they were saying, like, oh, it was like a financial thing. Like, he lost it. And so but I don't know, like,
that's one of the stories.
Is there other things that are out there in the social media world? But then there's also like, oh, he left a note, and just the way, he went out. Like, I can see if I can totally see that being like a fucking murder, like someone murdered him.
Wow.
Because I can, like, if you really pay attention to the story, it's like, what the fuck? Like, it kind of makes sense, but it's like, fuck that. Like, what if this is just something the news is trying to feed you,
Yeah.
and they don't want you to be like, yeah, he really killed himself. Like, he really suicide like that.
That's why social media is annoying, because you always have to double think what you're thinking.
Right.
And like, why are media things like pages trying to benefit off someone's death, you know? Like, don't post about it. You don't have a fucking
We were
right.
just talking about clout.
You don't have a right to post about someone's death, especially like, I don't know, like radios and stuff. I don't know. I don't find that like, that's dumb to me. The only people that should be speaking is like his family.
I'm telling you, we in a world of normalization. That's the fucking title of this video. Normalization. God. I don't know.
R.I.P. Twitch.
It's sad though.
Yeah.
I think about his kids. Like, I think about his family, like his mom. Like, I feel like no mom should ever have to bury their kid. But I don't know. I think we're truly ignoring the signs of many things and many people in life.
People
And
are
I feel like
blocked.
it's scary that people are afraid to talk about how they feel or what they're thinking. Like, I feel like there's one thing I've always had since a kid was like, speak your mind. Like, that was something I was always taught by my brothers, actually.
Yeah,
I feel like my mom was like, oh, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. But I mean, even my mom. But I feel like, I don't know, it's just like one of those things, you just grow up with. And if you don't grow up with that, like, it becomes hard as an adult, like, because you're not trained. And it's, like, so I don't know. It breaks my heart, though, for sure. I feel like people just need to really start fucking spreading love and light.
So he had more of like, you think, an impact on you?
Yeah, I just think it's sad that happens more often than we think.
Oh.
And we're just, because he's a big name, everybody's like, oh, like, fuck, yeah, suicide prevention, awareness, da 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 da. Then everybody starts posting about it again, right? For like a good little couple days.
Yeah.
And then boom, you gonna forget about it. And then, mass shooting. Just another one for 2022 before the year's over. Like, fucking. This shit,
that's the thing about death, and that is the hardest thing, is to see people forget about what just happened.
Right.
Because everyone has their own life to live, and it's not anyone's responsibility to hold that like burden of someone of someone else's death. But like, to see people move on, it's sad to see other people move on from it, and you're still holding on to that.
I feel like that's another big reason why the shit should be private, right? That's what you said that earlier. Like, there's a lot of things that shouldn't be on social media, you should have an opinion on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
like everyone's gonna forget about Twitch, but like his family still has to stick with that,
right?
And see everybody forget about it. That shit hurts.
Normalization. I'm fucking telling you, we are really I can do it.
Chug, 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 chug. And you gotta crush it on your head after. This is tequila. This is not water.
There is no way. I would have passed out already if it was tequila.
That is Patron.
Damn, we should do that to a guest sometime.
What? Wait, hold on.